The manual solution doesn't really work. It doesn't scale. So, for example, if you're trying to manually create a documentation, for a start, where do you begin? Do you read the code? Do you try and interpret what the code is saying? Because that's actually a very hard problem. And remember, we're not talking about one API, one endpoint, two endpoints. We're talking about monoliths, huge amounts. For a system that isn't documented, it's a huge problem, like absolutely vast. So how do you deal with that problem? And manual solutions don't really work. Even if you were to do that, which would take a huge amount of effort, how do you maintain that? There's the two principal problems with it, one of which is it costs a lot of money, and it costs a lot of time. And that's time that people could be spent doing other stuff, like building other endpoints. So companies don't want to do that. The other problem is just that it doesn't really work. Like, it just doesn't. It's all right to say that, you can always like manually document it, but actually doing that in practice just turns out to be a really, really hard problem. It's a very vague problem.